So it's come out today in the House of Commons about a Chinese spy, the Chinese government having a spy, that was working with a British MP in the House of Commons, obviously, for a good 2 or 3 years, I think, as far as I know. But again, it's happening here. I said it before. There is Chinese spies definitely here. Definitely trying to figure out things, especially because Ireland is a very very vulnerable country in terms of national school compared to in terms of national security. And obviously a big financial capital. Dublin being obviously big, where the big lots of big tech companies have their headquarters, European headquarters. Um, so obviously it's very vital to China to know everything and to spy and to figure out things. And we all know these politicians in this country, they just sell the country out anyway. If they came with a big pile of money, China, they just straight away fall into their arms and there wouldn't be a hate said about it. Like we all know though, in this country they're probably all taking bribes from the Chinese embassy and everything. We wouldn't put it past them because we can't trust China. Let's be fair, we can't trust them. But yeah, the House of Commons, it came out today about it. But it is funny, Boris Johnson's in a lot of hot water over his parties that it's been having. So I don't know. It's funny how it's just coming out now, and particularly that the MI6 and MI5 would be a lot more high tech than any Irish intelligence services. The Irish intelligence services over here couldn't tell you. That let's put it this way: they're just there. They're not have the like MI5 and MI6 have thousands of people, working for them, and they know. Didn't Let's be fair, they're more high tech than this country. But yeah, it is a grave concern, obviously, too, that the Chinese agent was working with a British MP. And obviously, that's a huge threat to national security, obviously. Having a foreign agent in your land and in the Houses of Parliament, above all else. Um, it's very dangerous. But it is happening here because if it happened in the UK, and again, you're not going to walk into the UK unless they know who you are in MI6 and MI5. Like over here, they just walk in and there wouldn't be a hate said about it. Like they wouldn't have an idea who's who in this country. Um, but again, I said about it before. We have to take it serious. We have to take national security serious, and we have to try and do something to um, stop this happening in this country. It probably is happening, as we know. I said it's probably is happening, but it could be just trying to distract people from what's happening at the moment with Boris Johnson. But it is a huge concern, and obviously it is true for any country, even though it's not. It couldn't be. It may be other agents of other countries, in Ireland. As I say, Ireland is a strategic area, and obviously big financial capital too for big tech companies. So it is it has importance to foreign countries, to figure out what's happening. Um, so yeah, and obviously beside the UK too, so it's a lot easier. They probably jumped from the Republic of Ireland to the UK. In other words, what I mean by that, Ireland has very little security compared to the United Kingdom, and obviously you basically just walk into the country, nothing to be said in this country, but in the United Kingdom, they look into you a bit. Let's put it that way. But yeah, it's a bit of concern. So we have to be keeping that in mind. That it could happen. Like it could be here now, but again, we just have to be wary, I suppose, and who is near the elected TDs and elected senators, or Shannon Lewin and Dáil Lewin, who's their secretaries, who's working for them. This is the thing we need to ask ourselves. We need to look into. That's the thing, because they did work with an MP, a member of Parliament, and we have to be careful. We truly do have to be careful. For our own sake, for our own national security, we have to be careful. Thank you.